Hey guys, D-Saw back in the Nerd Cave with my December 2022 pickups video. Also going to show you what I got for Christmas, and we'll start with that. First up is something for my daughter. I like hot sauce, and she is actually probably better with hot sauce than I am, and she's 11. And she got me this King Chipotle hot sauce, so we'll see how that is. So then what else did I get? So let's just jump into some of the physical media. This is from my mother-in-law. First up is Black Christmas. 4K Scream Factory. Pretty fitting for a Christmas gift. Ton of special features. I never had the Blu-ray of this, and I've always been tempted to pick it up during the sales, but I knew it would eventually come on 4K. So once I found out it did, I waited for Christmas, to ask for it. So next one up is a Vestron video collector series release, Slaughter High, and it came with the slip, which is pretty good. I think she got this from Amazon, so you don't always get the slip with that. A little bit about the movie and some of the special features. This is one of their older releases, so there is no digital code there. Next one up is another Vestron release, but unfortunately this did not come with the slip. It's class of 1999. Here's some of the special features and the description, if you can see most of that. And next one up, I think all those were from my mother. My Black Christmas may have been my wife. I don't remember at this point. Next one up, I think, is from my mother-in-law as well. This is a nice box set that I've wanted, and it is the Paranormal Activity set. And it's all the movies plus the new release Next of Kin and a documentary that's supposed to be pretty good. Here's the box. Oop. I thought it was gonna be like a more sturdy box, but it's kind of one of those like flimsy boxes. But it still looks pretty cool. And that is an upgrade, if I can find it, to my set. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. This is an upgrade to the 3-film set that I had. That I actually picked up from Hamilton Book for like $5-6. So that's just the first 3 films. Haven't even opened it. Still sealed. So try to get rid of this on eBay for a couple bucks if I can. Okay, so next up is before I got really into physical media. I've always been into physical media, but for a while there I was collecting heavily on video games and consoles, and I really wanted to do a whole setup with video games. But then I got more into the physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks, boutique label collection. So I kind of shifted gears there. But I do still like my video games, and this was something maybe because I'm not into the video games as much and don't watch too much of those videos anymore on YouTube. Some I still watch. I think I may have saw a review of this on Metal Jesus Rocks. I don't know, but he's still pretty good. I watch him a lot. And it's the mini console for the Genesis, so the Mini 2 console, and it has the second gen Genesis on there, which is pretty cool. So I already have the first mini. I'll show you. I did hook it up, but I can quickly unhook it from the TV. And it's such a little small console. It's really cool. Very light. The on-off button, which should be a push button, but it's okay. And this is a reset button. And this doesn't do anything, of course. And you can buy like these mini sets to go on top of this, like you could for the original. Like a 32X, Sega CD, stuff like that. But it doesn't do anything. It's just kind of for show. And just put this back together. It also comes with, if you can hear me, sorry. 6-button controller as opposed to the 3 from the first Mini. And it's pretty good. You know, feels legit. Doesn't make sense. It's light, but it has weight to it. That makes sense. It feels solid. It's not like a lot of these third-party controllers that feel like air. It is solid, so I do like that. Definitely quality build on there. And it's got a bunch of good games. Take a quick look. Night Trap I was excited about. I never picked that up for Sega CD. So pretty decent selection of games on that. Alright, next up, a ton of things, trying to go through them, is... Oh, can't really see that, can you? Let's see if I could just go back a little bit. There we go. It's a record player. It looks like this is my brother-in-law. Really cool. I think I mentioned, he's pretty good. I think I mentioned once that I wanted to start collecting vinyl, and he picked me up this record player. It looks really cool. It's set up in the other side of the man cave, and there's a ton of stuff there, so I'm not going to show you, but retro-looking one, so it's pretty cool. It actually it has that wood finish. I had an old RCA player that was my grandmother's. That was very similar. It had the clear top to it and the wooden paneling. So it looks a lot like that, which I think is awesome. Which is cool, but also now sucks, because now I'm going to be collecting vinyl now, as opposed to, just Blu-rays and 4Ks and everything else that I've been collecting. And of course, I got a couple things from him and the wife. Vinyl. First one up is Ghostbusters, and this one's pretty cool because it comes with marshmallow white vinyl record, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to take the whole thing out. Here's the back. You can see that. Some of the songs, side 1 and side 2. They also got me, and of course I'm a huge Metallica fan. Got my tickets for they're going back on tour. Got my tickets for August, for a 2-day show. Really good seats. Super excited about it. But they got me the Black Album. Oh, there I am. Can't really see because it's all black, but yeah. So it got me the Black Album, which is cool, and apparently it's marbled vinyl. Haven't opened it up yet. And of course, they also got me the Lost Boys soundtrack, which is super cool. Probably one of the best movie soundtracks there is. And of course, I got a couple more that I will show you from my December pickups. Okay, what else? Okay, one more thing I want to show that's really cool. I put one of them together already, and the other I will put together on camera just to show you how easy it is. But first up, I just want to give a shout out to the company. It's called Diabolical Designs. Came with a sticker. It's pretty cool. Business card. And you'll see what they do in a second. Just want to give out this information. They're on Instagram, and there's a guy's email. And he was really helpful in kind of customizing what my brother-in-law got for me. And then in the back, it kind of gives into some stuff. If there's any issues, to reach out to him. So really cool, really great Christmas service. We ran into this guy at a Monster Mania, the last one we went to in Oaks, Pennsylvania. And he makes these stands for masks. And my brother, so we bought one. I'll show you, because I already have the mask on here. This is the one that we picked up at the Monster Mania convention. Actually, let me take that back. He didn't have what we wanted because it was sold out. So we gave him the information, we paid for it there, and then he sent it, and we got it within in a couple weeks. I'll have to back out a little bit. There, of course, is my mask with everyone who's ever played Jason signing it, which is my prized possession, and a really cool looking stand that says Friday the 13th on it. So that's what that is. And there was a couple there that were really awesome, and Jimmy got me some. So the first one, and again, this is from Diabolical Designs. I put this one together so far. This is how it looks without the mask. This is from Friday the 13th. This, of course, would be for part 5. You can tell by the blue. They also, like I said, he worked with him. I think they went back and forth on email to come up with the design, the wood background, which I think is really cool. If you can see, kind of looks like a big bong, but it's not. I'm sure you could probably, anyway, you probably make it into one, but that's what it looks like. And I will show you how to put the mask on it. Okay, so the one I have that I showed you already was a little different, just because it has the vinyl kind of head covering hood, plus the mask. But you don't have to do that. It has these little pieces here to hold the mask in place, and also a little groove here. You have to kind of play around with it a little bit. You can lower this. Here you go. This is for part 5. So again, you don't need to have, anything else. I will probably buy some sort of mask to go under that to match what I have there. But yeah, really cool. The way it sits. Kind of just leans on the plastic there. Yeah. So that's my Friday 13th stand. Really cool. Again, that's from my brother-in-law, Jim. Jim, thank you. And it does come, when you do order it, it comes like this in a bag. See if I can zoom out. There we go. It comes in this bag in a couple pieces. It's really easy to put together. So Jim also got me a Halloween one. And there's a couple different designs. There's a lot of different designs. And it's not just masks. He also does it for action figures and other collectibles. He also does it where, this one, it says Friday the 13th kind of sticking up like that. He also has them where it's written on the plastic on the bottom. So it really comes in a couple pieces. Here's the base. Here's the plastic tube. And here's the Halloween. So now you can tell these are different in how they're set up, because the Friday the 13th one is made specifically for those masks, like those hard hockey masks. So you're going to have this part here where the mask is going to lean against, and then the bottom of the mask to hook in here so it doesn't move anywhere. Where these are for, your typical just latex over the head masks. So they're going to look a little different. So I'll quickly put this together. First, I'm going to start with, it doesn't matter which way this goes. So you just peel this piece off. Okay, it took me a second to get it out, but here you go. And he makes all of these himself. He customizes it the way you want it. And if there's any issues, you reach out to him and he helps you out. This is, I think we had a nice long conversation at the convention. This is a side business, but he puts a lot of pride into it. You can tell by the quality of what he gives you. Okay, here's the other piece. Of course, this is like a magnet for fingerprints, unfortunately, but I don't know if he makes matte finished ones or not. That's a good question, but it's something you can easily just kind of wipe away. And then it's as simple as just putting the tube in. He says not to be afraid of, that one thing said not to be afraid of that card. So not to be afraid of kind of pushing it in, putting a little force to it. There you go. And here's this other baggie. Let's take this out. It's really easy to put it together. It's taking me a little longer just because of the angle of everything and the camera and stuff, but here's another piece. You just kind of take this apart. Now, in the other one, he actually did say which is the bottom, which is the top. I think it matters in those masks, but here I guess it doesn't. So same thing. You're just gonna take this adhesive off, which does take a minute to kind of get started. Of course, I just kind of cut my nails, so of course I have none to use. Okay, here we go. Here's one side. Okay, and here's the other. And then this just slides right down. And it moves around, so, it depends on how the mask is. And you just kind of put this little piece in the back here. Again, you might have to kind of push a little hard on that, not to worry. And then the hole here. And there we go. Really cool. I'm going to go ahead and play around with this a little bit. And go grab a mask. Okay, so I grab my part 6 mask and see how it looks. You know what? I'm thinking this probably goes up here. The one thing is that there are really no directions, so you kind of have to figure it out, but it's pretty simple, I think. I want to say that goes on the top, not on the bottom. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, absolutely. That's where it goes. And there you go. Look how awesome that looks. Really, really cool. Move this up a little bit more. Take it flush if I can. Yeah, all I did is kind of make that a little flush. It goes right on top. Okay, I have to play around with it just a little bit. And there you go. And the cool thing about this is he's always, looking for suggestions and stuff. And if he had said, oh, I think maybe it works better if it was a bigger thing on top, maybe that would work. He may be able to make that for you next time. But I think this kind of fits real nice. Really nice display piece for your masks and your figures. So again, definitely check them out. Again, Diabolical Designs. Let me fix this camera. Excuse me, Michael. Diabolical Designs, and here's some of the information. And of course, I'll link all this information in the description below. All right, so next we'll go into my pickups for December. First up, listen, we'll just go into, of course, I'm going to start picking up vinyls now. So I went to Barnes & Noble, picked up a couple. First one up is... So I'm going to have to get used to this now. Here we go. Empire Strikes Back. Motion picture soundtrack. I've listened to already. It's really cool. And Batman motion picture soundtrack. This does not include the Prince songs. This is just the score. And I think this came with a pretty cool looking vinyl as well. Yeah. Really cool color. That's like an old school Warner Brothers logo. All right, next up, some stuff I picked up from Amazon. First up is the Highlander 4K release. I liked the Steelbook, but I liked the $12.95 price tag that Amazon had for the 4K release. It was special to Amazon, so I had to pick that up. Now, I think the Steelbook was only like $22, so it still was pretty cheap in Steelbook 4K terms. But I couldn't find it at my local Best Buy. I probably could have ordered it and had it delivered, but I really like this blue color, and I just like the design of the slip. So I'm okay with not getting the Steelbook. I thought about maybe double dipping, but I really got to stop doing that, so I didn't. Next one up from Amazon. Just random pickup, something I used to watch back in the day, early 2000s. Used to be on HBO a lot. That was pretty funny. Evolution. I think it was like 10, 11 bucks for the Blu-ray. Some special features. It's Ivan Reitman film. Did I show the special features here? Just in case I didn't. Next one up is Best Buy pickup. First one up is an in-store pickup. 4K Scream Factory Steelbook of Carrie. Ton of special features. And this is an upgrade to I have a Blu-ray Steelbook. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so that is an upgrade to this Steelbook that I have of Carrie. Picked this up from Hamilton Book a couple years ago. Still never opened it. Picked it up when this was going out of print for Scream Factory. I also had a double feature of Carrie and Misery. It was like a Scream Factory double feature that I picked up at Best Buy. It was like specific to Halloween, I think. I ended up selling that on eBay for a decent amount. But I kept this one, and I think, yeah, there's no real special features or anything here. Not really going for a ton on eBay. I already checked, so I'll probably just keep this in the Steelbook collection. But yeah, this is a really nice artwork. And going back to Highlander, that's actually right there. That's actually an upgrade to this release that I have, Blu-ray release. This was a Blu-ray, didn't come with a digital copy. It's one of those VHS style releases, slips that I really like. This is really cool. Not a ton of special features. And this is also the director's cut. So I guess they're both the director's cut. I was hoping this was going to be the original cut, but it's not. And I think this Highlander is only... Is it only the director's cut? It might be. It might be the director's cut, which may be the definitive version of it. I don't know. And next one up that I got from pre-order from Best Buy. Wasn't crazy about the movie, but I have the other two Steelbooks. I know it's a pretty decisive film, and it's Halloween Ends. But again, had the other two Steelbooks. Wanted to get this to kind of finish that collection. And really, probably the nicest of the three, I think. Some of the bonus features, extended scenes, kind of like the last release. And then I will just quickly go through my Vinegar Syndrome pickups, and that's really all I got for December. I didn't really get too much, other than these 4, and then of course all these Vinegar Syndromes. I'll quickly go through, and I'll leave a link in the description below to that pickups video, so you can kind of see more in depth of what I got there. First one up is Roadhouse. Sensor. Cthulhu Mansion. Bloodbeat. Death Promise. The Doll Squad, with a double feature with Mission Kill Fast. That was one of the new slips, as well as Blood Beast was a new slip as well. Satan's Blood, which I think was, the slip was close to going out of print on that one. And Memorial Valley Massacre. Oh wait, there's more. Those are only the slips. I got the slips for the Lost Films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. I have to put that on my copy. Grandmother's House. Death Machines. And The Hearse. Now, Vinegar Syndrome, their website is back online. They're doing the subscription week. So you have, I think, this week to sign up for their subscription service. So you'll get every release every month. I don't do that just because there's a lot of things I don't get. They also had a couple of out-of-print slips that I think there's only 4 left. By the time I got onto it like an hour after, there was one I wanted to get. I think it was Grave Robbers. I forgot about it, and they went live on Sunday at noon, I think. And I got on at like 1:30 in the afternoon, and that was already sold out, as well as I think Spookies. They found copies of that with the slip. As of this morning, there was only 4 left of the out-of-print slips for other releases, things I don't need. They also have this thing for 10 for 10, so 10 releases a day, I think, for the next week, to celebrate their 10-year anniversary for only $10. And there's some pretty decent things on that list. Yesterday I picked up, I think, 2 of the $10 releases. And they came with slips and everything. These are like the limited edition copies. They're picking ones, I'm assuming, at random, or maybe ones that aren't selling as much. Today I put 3 on my list. Every day it's a new 10. I don't know if it's just for the week or not. I also pre-ordered one of their partner labels. So what I've been doing is just adding every order to my first order. So we'll see what the next 10 are next week. And then every week they're adding more releases. So today they added I think, a Vinegar, I think a VSA archive release, I think. They did a bunch of releases yesterday. They released, and then one release a day for the next week, for new releases. So anyway, check out Vinegar Syndrome website. Looks pretty cool. Here's everything I got for Christmas and for December. Let me know in the comments, what did you get for Christmas? What did you get in the month of December? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in Nerd Cave.